All right, so we start. G Zulu commenced business on 1st January 2001 with 10 million in cash. Here are the following transactions during the month. Okay, so colleagues, here we have to record this on the 1st of January where he started a business. Okay, which two accounts are involved in this transaction here where he's starting the business? Which two accounts will be involved? Very correct. Capital and cash account. Which one? Which ones are increasing or which ones are decreasing? We come to this here. Dead click here. Uh-huh. Cash account is an asset account. Capital account is a capital account. So which ones are increasing? Which ones are decreasing? This yes, we're answering this one. Madam. Oh, madam, yeah, yeah. Okay, Mr. Pice, we haven't started with any of these transactions here. We are looking at the 1st of January here. Yes. Madam, is it Agnes? So you are correct. Cash and capital are involved. Cash is increasing, okay? But capital, madam, it's capital is not decreasing. Yes. So what are we debiting and what are we crediting? Wonderful. Any questions? Any questions? Commenced business on 1st January with 10,000 in cash. So you debit cash. Yes. So cash and capital are both in the two accounts involved. And according to the double entry rules, increase in an asset, debit. So you debit cash. Here I'm not going to write it down. So get papers and pens. Or if you already wrote this down, well and good. But get uh, papers and pens. Yes. Debit cash and you credit capital. Mm. When starting a business, is it the money you put into the business? Isn't that capital? Okay, we can move to the next one. Okay. Deposited 8 million cash, 8 million into the bank to open a bank account. So, colleagues, which two accounts are involved here? Yes. He said cash and bank, right? Okay. And the other one? Yes. Which one is so which one is increasing? Which one's decreasing? Mm-hmm. Cash is decreasing, yes. Okay. Yes, Madam Agnes, you're correct. Bank is increasing, and also Mr. Price, you're correct. Bank is increasing. So you go here to this, you look here. Both of these accounts are asset accounts. What type of assets are they? Are they current or non-current? Madam Nalishevo, Mr. Pice. What type of assets are cash and bank? Are they current assets or non-current assets? That's correct. Yes. So which one are we debiting and which one are we crediting? And as you answer, when you say we're debiting this one, you should say because according to the double entry rules, okay? Like, the more you're reciting that as you answer, these double entry rules are going to become second nature to you. So yes, can someone attempt? Hmm. You've remixed it, so you have. I'm not saying according to the double entry rules. If you answer like that, I promise you, this is a guarantee. If you're answering like that, trust me, it will make life easier for you. Okay. Mhm. Yeah. Mm. Mhm. 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 Okay. So, Madam Agnes was about to explain the double entry rules. It's going to answer your question because the double entry rules. Yes, because the double entry rules tell you which one to debit and which one to credit. Okay, they'll tell you which one to debit and which one to credit. Okay, yes, madam, you can continue. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. No, you're correct. Continue, madam. The bank is increasing. Yeah, yes. Mr. Pisces, has that answered your question? In layman's language, yeah, so it's increasing. Yes. Okay. Yes. In that way, we can make the sentence more refined, but that's, you're in the correct line. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. You've started a business, so you've got money in your pocket. Okay. Now that money in your pocket, you're taking it to now open a bank account. So the money in your pocket is reducing. Okay. So in your books, as your business, these are the books for your business. Okay. You credit because the money in your pocket is reducing. Then the bank account you debit because initially you never had a bank account. You've opened a bank account and you put in money, so it's increasing. So you debit. Okay, next one, paid rent for premises by cash, 500,000. Which two accounts are involved here? And when you say which two accounts are involved, you should say, okay, if this, you say this account is involved, you say, okay, it's an asset account, or it's a liability account, or it's an expense account. Okay. The more you're answering like that, the gaps in your understanding are going to start getting filled and you start understanding more. Yes. So which two accounts are involved? Uh-huh. Very correct. Continue, madam. You're all right. Rent is an expense and cash is, hey, madam, you are starting wonderfully. And maybe just that last part, rent, cash, yes, cash is an asset. Okay? Cash is an asset. Yes. So, an expense. Yes. Have you seen this diagram I told you to draw? These are the type of accounts you'll be dealing with: expense accounts, asset accounts, liabilities, income, capital, drawings. Okay. So, rent is an expense, cash is an asset. So, when you incur an expense, is the expense increasing or is it decreasing? Mhm. Increasing an expense, or just remember it like this, colleagues. Every time you incur an expense, debit. Okay. Yes. Then cash. Now we're removing money out of our pocket. Yes. And reduction in an asset, what do we do? Do we debit or do we credit? Thank you. Are we all okay with this? Madam Nalishebo, are you okay with this? Mr. Pice? Okay. Bought a motor vehicle. I hope you are recording this. As I said, I'm purposefully not recording it. so that you get down these transactions. No, I'm not writing down. Yeah, I'm recording the class. Yes, I'm recording the class, but I'm not writing down. Mm, please do. All the recordings, they use that as your study material, okay? Use that as your study material, yes. It will be more efficient on your part, okay? Yes. Bought a motor van for business use, paying by check 6 million. Which two accounts are involved? Uh-huh. Yes. So what type of account is the motor van and what type of account is bank? Mm-hmm. Mr. Pies. Bank is an expense. Since when? Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. You're going you're going too far. Hmm? Bank is not an expense, sir. Yes, you use the bank to pay expenses, but it doesn't make bank an expense. Madam Agnes, what is the bank account? What type of account is it? It's an asset. So since we've established that motor van and bank, both of them are asset accounts, now we establish which one's increasing, which one's decreasing. So we know which the we follow the double entry rule, so we know which one we're debiting and which one we're crediting. You're paying for a motor vehicle. So what's happening to your bank account? Mhm. And now you have acquired an asset. So what happens to the assets in the business? You had zero assets. Uh-huh. So which one you said credit to the account? Which account? Wonderful. Paid by check motor insurance 300,000. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then motor insurance. What type of account is it? Mm. 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 Colleagues, I believe most of you own cars. Your motor insurance is an asset. Don't you pay insurance? Isn't that an expense? Doesn't that sound like an expense? It is, yes. A big expense. So, so it's the motor insurance expense and bank, right? So motor insurance, we found out that's an expense account. Bank is an asset account. So we come to this table here. We apply. So how do I apply the double entry rules? Why are we quiet, colleagues? We've seen we've got an asset and we've got an expense. Every time we incur an expense, what do we need to do? Wonderful. You're paying for this insurance, so the bank account, I believe, it's not increasing. It's definitely not increasing. Increasing. Okay. Imagine if in life, when you pay an expense, your account increases magically. Bah, you have more money. Wouldn't that be a nice life, colleagues? It'd be a nice life. Would want to be paying expenses everywhere. But unfortunately, that can never happen. So we so we debit insurance expense and you credit bank. So on your papers, write that down. Bought goods on credit from A Chola for 200, for 2 million. Okay, and who is A Chola to us? And what is purchases? A data, yes. And then purchases. Wait, so we skipped this one and went to the insurance. This one comes before the purchase. Insurance, huh? Yes. So purchases and wait. HOLA is not a debt. No. No, yeah, HOLA is not a debt. Madam, who is a debtor? Colleagues, who is it? What's the definition of a debtor? And who is a creditor? Or the other name you can use is receivables. Okay, receivables is the amount that's being owed to you by the debtors. And then the payables is how much. Oh, before I even continue, define. Colleagues, yes, who's a debtor, who's a creditor, Mr. Peter? Because remember, colleagues, you all have debtors and you all have creditors. So we must know this. Mr. Mwansa? Hmm. That's correct. So in that scenario, HOL is not owing us, right? We are owing them, right? Yeah. Yes. Trade payable. So a trade payable, what type of account are there? Wonderful. Purchases, what type of account is it? Hmm. Okay, no, expenses. Yes. I know when you purchase goods, this is referred to as the inventory. It's dealt with in inventory valuation, okay? The the inventory that you've purchased there, okay? You'll see how it's dealt with when you look at inventory valuation. But on this aspect here, for recording the transaction, you incurred the purchases expense. Okay, that inventory wasn't free. You had to pay for it. So your purchases is an expense. Yes. So according to the double entry rules, what are we debiting? What are we crediting? Mm-hmm. Wrong. Madam, we say trade payables and liabilities, right? Yes, wonderful. That is correct. And then purchases, expense. So we debit. Yes. I hope we're recording, colleagues. Please record. Because I see here it says you have to post to the ledger and extract the trial balance. And I think that these are more transactions. The not worry, colleagues, it's being recorded, okay? If network is bad, just remember you are covered. There's a recording to back you up, okay? Yes. Of late, Airtel has been misbehaving. How many of us are using Airtel? Yes. Copper belt, it's MTN. MTN is dominates there. Yeah, network has been bad today. Okay, where are we on? Sold goods by cash 800,000 to J Muleng. Yes, him. Bought January 6th. The one for bought goods on credit from Chola. I think it's the one we've just done now. We did this one first, then. All right. Yes. Then sold goods by cash to J Muleng. 800,000. Now remember, here cash has been exchanged. Okay. Here, cash has been exchanged. So you can't debit Muleng because he's paid you cash. Okay. So apart from the cash account, which other account is involved? Yes. So sales account is what type of account? Cash account is an asset account. So when you make a sale, is the cash in your pocket increasing or decreasing? It's increasing, right? So are we debiting or crediting cash? Okay, then sales revenue. What type of account is it? It's a revenue account or an income account. Okay. Increase in revenue, you credit. So you debit cash and credit sales revenue. If cash wasn't exchanged, what would we debit? If, for example, they said there was no cash exchanged, what would we have debited? Mm-hmm. So, colleagues, are you able to try this by yourselves from 15 to 31? Are we able to try this by ourselves? We attempt these double entry rules. Although I know today is a weekday. You've got work tomorrow. So for you to start trying these questions, to be announced that. So is it okay if we pause here? Mhm. Yes. So attempt tomorrow.